C. Control statements or conditional statement. It is also called as decision making statement, non-iteration or repeaters. The types are, first one is the if statement. Selection and execution of a statement based on a given condition is done by the if statement. For example, see the syntax. If condition, if this condition is true, then it will enter into a loop, or else if the condition is false, it will come out of the loop and it will not print anything. This is about if statement. The if-else statement. Depending on the result of a condition, the if-else statement executes one of the two potential statements. That is, see the syntax again. If the condition is true, the statement 1 is executed, else the statement 3 is executed. If the condition is false, but also it will print something which is out of this block, that is else statement. Whereas in if this condition is false, it will come out of the loop and it cannot print anything. But if we use if-else statement, we can give one extra block and we can print other statements. This is about the nested if statement. Is if the if statement is placed inside another if statement, that is called as nested if statement. See the syntax. If the if statement is true, it will enter into a loop and it will check for if another if statement is true or false. If this is true, it will print statement 2, else if the condition is false, it will print else statement 3. If the first statement itself false, it will come out of the block. The next is the nested if-else statement. The nested if-else contains one or more if-else statement. See the syntax. If the condition 1 is true, it will print statement 1 and it will check for the second condition, second if condition. If this is true, it will print statement 2. If this condition is false, it will print else statement 3. And it will leave this. But if the first condition itself false, it will come out of the block and it will print the statement 3, this one, else statement 3. This is about if nested if-else statement. Now we will move to next topic, that is loops. Loops are used to re-execute a part of code a given number of times depending upon the condition specified. Or else we can say to reduce the number of line execution. Here, if for example, if we want to print 100 lines of comment in normal execution, how we will do? Like we will do printf hello world, printf hello world. That how many times we will write? That is 100 times we will write. That will become 100 lines of code. It will be so huge. So to reduce that complexity, we use loops. It will just write 100 lines of code in 2 to 3 lines. In this, they have two types, that is entry controlled and exit controlled. In entry controlled, we have for loop and while loop. In exit control, we have do while loop. First, we will see only entry control loop. The condition is checked each time before entering the loop. If the condition is satisfied, then only the loop body gets executed. If loop body does not get executed, if the condition is false in the first iteration. In entry control loop, first we will see for loop. Syntax, how to write for loop means first we have to use for, then initialization. The number is I is equals to 0. We can give I as 1 to any number, whichever you want to initialize. You can give I is equals to 0, I is equals to 1, 2, up to etc. Then the second condition you should have to give is a termination condition. The loop will work according to this condition. Then updation or modification, I plus plus, increment, you want to do increment, you want to do decrement, those things you can give in a third condition. And if you don't want to initialize and if you don't want to give termination condition, but it is compulsory to use 2 semicolons in a for loop, and according to this statement the printf statement will be printed. For while loop, the syntax is while condition. If the condition is true, then the printf will print the statement. Now next, Exit control loop. While loop checks the condition first and then executes the statement, whereas do while loop will execute the statement at least once. The condition is not checked. Here see, do statement is printed. After the statement is printed, then only it will check for the condition. So what we can say here means, for do while loop the statement is executed at least once. This is very important point. At least once the statement is printed in do while loop. This is all about the loops.